Some of you may remember this teenager that was gunned down by a Pittsburgh police officer that shot him and then said he didn't know why he shot Antwon Rose II. Well, just like all other cop cases, the cases that go to court, the cop was acquitted. It's the great American way. Kill unarmed men, women, and children and let the cop off, especially if it's from the Black community. We have seen this multiple times, and here we go again. So this is Antwon's mother that you see in the picture, Michelle Kinney. Jury acquits white officer in fatal shooting of unarmed Black teen. So it's more of the same. We know, blah, blah, blah. A jury in Pennsylvania. And by the way, Pennsylvania is like the Kentucky of the North. So when you hear Pennsylvania, you don't need any evidence in Pennsylvania to convict a Black man. Okay. All you need to do is look at the Mumia case, the Bill Cosby case. All those took place in Pennsylvania. You don't need any evidence to put a Black man in jail if it's in Pennsylvania. A jury in Pennsylvania has acquitted a white former police officer who fatally shot an unarmed Black teen in the back, setting off a series of angry protests. Michael Roosevelt, a rookie officer with the East Pittsburgh Police Department, who had been sworn in just hours before shooting 17-year-old Antwon Rose II last June. Roosevelt was charged with murder. So he just got sworn in as a police officer. Some of you may remember this. And was only out on the streets, I think about 2 hours, and he shot this teen. And when asked, why did you shoot him? His answer was, I don't know. Okay. He testified that he pulled over an unlicensed taxi that had been involved in a drive-by shooting, and that Rose and another occupant fled the vehicle. Roosevelt told the jury that he thought Rose or the other suspect had a gun. How? If they're fleeing from you, how do you know they got a gun? What are these, psychic officers or something? I mean, how do you know? If somebody is fleeing from you, how do you know they have a gun? You know, sometimes because of the history between cops and the Black community, many people don't want nothing to do with cops. That's why they flee. They don't want nothing to do with your cops, because we know when your officers show up, that means death. Okay, he shot the fleeing Rose in the back, arm and side of the face. So he was clearly running away from this officer. So therefore, he was posing no threat. Roosevelt testified that he shot Rose to protect himself and the community. He was running away. He was no threat to the cop or the community. It's a bullshit answer. It's a bullshit answer. Another occupant of the car, Zawan Hester, 18, pleaded guilty last week to gun charges, telling a judge that he, not Rose, did the drive-by shooting. Oh boy. Ann Lee Herring, an NPR member station WESA, reported Rose's death was captured on video and later posted on Facebook. Rose's death sparked weeks of protest that shut down local highways. Yeah, I remember that. It was a pretty big protest up in the Pittsburgh area, East Pittsburgh. Okay. Roosevelt was acquitted by a jury of 7 men and 5 women, and you can best believe. Okay, so the panel included 3 black jurors, and it actually should have been more than that because there's a lot of black people that live in East Pittsburgh. And again, I object to the predominantly white or all white jury. It should not exist. America is not an all white nation. All white juries should be outlawed. Predominantly white juries should be outlawed. Okay, a panel that included 3 black jurors who reviewed the video recording. They deliberated for less than 4 hours on the 4th day of the trial. In closing arguments, Assistant District Attorney Jonathan Foddy said that Roosevelt had acted as judge, jury, and executioner, which he did. We don't shoot first and ask questions later, said Foddy. The jury decision to acquit Roosevelt was okay. So they all 100%, including the 3 black coons, voted to let this cop go. This is why I object to the juries the way that they do. It is a long history of letting a white defendant go when the jury is mostly white. You know, no matter how heinous the crime is, no matter how bad it is, no matter how much evidence is presented, the outcome is all the same, and it's been this way for centuries in America. So he may have gotten away with this, y'all, like most officers do in America. You know, remember, this system is rigged. It is very rigged to work in the manner that we see it work in. And when you see this, it also brings to your mind, these folks have no business being in charge. They don't have a justified bone in their body, and they have not demonstrated this sense of justice in all of the centuries that America has existed. Don't look for fair. I mean, look, Richard Spencer even said it. It's not about being fair. And it's not. And you can see the whole government functions like that. You win, even if you got to cheat. This is how the entire government in America functions. Cheat to win. And we see that also with the parents of these students going to college. Cheat, lie, steal, do whatever you need to do. Just get what you want. And that's what everything is about in America. Cheating to get what you want. So anytime you see a predominantly white jury, because white people are not peers to black people, you have not lived life the way that we have, you have not experienced racism the way that we have, you are not our peers. So as far as I'm concerned, none of these cases should be even viewed as legitimate. None of their rulings should be viewed as legitimate. Okay, America runs the most evil criminal system on the face of the earth. It's evil. And you are not going to get justice if somebody white, whether a citizen or a cop, gun you down in America. It's all about letting their people off and jailing anyone in the black community or killing you. That's what their system is all about. It's not about anything else. Please tell me what you think, ladies and gentlemen. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.